Hi guys, my name is Dennis Erickson and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about my Premier League predictions for the 2021-2020 season. Yeah, so first off, we have to talk about, so we're going to divide this into segments. I'm not going to do the whole table, but I will post my predictions for the whole table so that people can use it to laugh at me and tell me how horribly wrong I am in everything, because predictions are horrible and I'm terrible at them, but I will try. Because, well, great content. Yeah, minus in the fact that Lionel Messi news came out yesterday, and yeah, this is going to be oddly irrelevant. But I will do it because I have to do it because the season starts on Friday with Arsenal versus Brentford. Arsenal away. So, first off, we're going to divide this into my predictions into segments. So we're going to go with relegation, winners, obviously, top four, Europe, surprise of the season, and flop of the season. With seventh, yeah, I think I will start with seven because if I do start from four, it's just a little sloppy. So I'm going to start with seventh. In seventh position, I wager. I don't. Yeah, I am going to regret this, but in seventh, I wager Aston Villa. I feel they invested the Jack Grealish money very well before they even got the money, because like with when Tottenham got the Gary Bale money, they couldn't actually now spend the money wisely because everybody knew they had money. So what they did was very clever. They knew they were going to lose their Grealish based on the release clause in his contract, so they just started spending the money. They brought in Leon Bailey, who's being linked with the Premier League, $60-70 million bids since like dawn of time, and they brought him in for just $30 million. I think that's really good business because they couldn't get one player to replace Grealish, so they brought in multiple players. They brought in Buendia very early on for 30 million euros, 35 million euros, yeah. And literally out of the blue, like it was the days of Telefax, they just brought in Danny Ings for what, 20 million euros. That's a steal for someone like Danny Ings, who's going to bring them goals. So what I think they're going to do this season is play Leon Bailey off the left or off the right. Then they'll play Watkins off the wing because he can't play from that side. And they'll play Danny Ings up front, or they might go and then they'll play Buendia in behind, or they might go with Buendia on the right, Leon Bailey on the left, Watkins and Danny Ings up front and play like a 4-4-2 system. That might actually be very good for Aston Villa, but I feel they're going to surprise a lot of people. They're going to surprise a lot of people. So in sixth position, I am going to regret this. In sixth position, I went for Leicester City. Yeah, they just won my club, Manchester City, and a lot of people who were playing them down before, now think that, oh, they're going to do great things. Yeah, they brought in Patson Daka, who's actually great buy for them. They kept Maddison. If they lose Maddison, I feel they might sell James Maddison though, but they still have Tielemans, they still have Ndidi, who is the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. They still have, and then that loss of Fafana, that is the reason why I have them in sixth. Losing Fafana for a long-term injury this early into the season, it's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see. Yeah, James Justin's going to come back in sometime into the season. Then Perez, they're going to do great. As Michael, old but great, so getting better with age, like fine one. But I still see Leicester City as sixth position. This I am going to regret this when they end up getting Champions League football in like third or something. I'm going to regret this. But for now, until I regret this, until I react to this in 12 months time, I am going to put Leicester City in sixth. In seventh, I have Arsenal. Yeah, this is one of those predictions that I am going to regret when they end up finishing 10th in the league. But for now, I'm going to put Arsenal in fifth because I think the form they had at the start of last season is very deceitful, because towards the end of the season they were the fourth best team in the league and they had the second best defense for the second till end of the league. I think Arteta is trying to do something, and I can see what he's trying to do. And if they get Maddison, and I do think they will get Maddison from Leicester City, if they get Maddison, and the fact they have no European competitions, all they have is the Carabao Cup that they will leave early, the FA Cup that they might win because it's Arsenal and it's the Emirates FA Cup and it's what they do. Without Europe, I feel Arteta might have more of opportunity to work with a smaller squad, and I think Arsenal will finish fifth. Then in fourth, this is where like I most people can assume what my top four will be, but the order in which they will be, the top most people will guess what I'm gonna go for. No bias there whatsoever. In fourth position, I am going to go with Liverpool. I'm going to regret this. Yes, I think Liverpool they didn't weaken, and I think that their players coming back is going to be a boost for them. Yeah, it's going to be like new transfers, but it's like new transfers, and they brought in Kanate, and I feel that front four rotating. I like halfway through the season, I see Jota replacing Firmino, which is the problem with doing these predictions before the window completes. I'm going to go with fourth. In third position, I am going to go with Manchester United. Yes, I know putting Manchester United ahead of Liverpool for a second consecutive season seems like a bad idea, but I think they have had the best window so far. Because when it comes to first team replacements, bringing in Rafael Varane for the defense and Jadon Sancho for that right wing, these are two instant improvements. In like very rarely do you see people make this much. And if they bring in a world class defensive midfielder, I might even pitch them for second actually. But right now they haven't brought in a defensive midfielder. That is still a problem. But it looks like because Paris Saint-Germain got Messi, they are not going to sell Pogba, so they're going to keep Pogba. So Pogba and Fernandes playing midfield. Well, we'll see. And then McTominay or Fred, that holding position. Matic doesn't have the legs anymore. Like I really feel if they bring in a world-class defensive midfielder, they might go for a title challenge. But without that, I still feel they're a little bit too free at the back. Wan-Bissaka is great as a defender. Going forward, he's not the best. Luke Shaw is amazing and has had an amazing 12 months. Maguire, Varane's going to be amazing. Dean Henderson at the back. It's a great squad. I think it's going to have a better season than Liverpool, but not enough to crack my top two. In second, I am going to go for Chelsea. To be honest with you, bringing in Lukaku is and I'm putting Manchester City as my winner because I'm going with the assumption that they will bring in Harry Kane. I think they're not going to bring him on before Saturday's match against Spurs, but I think they will bring in Harry Kane towards the tail end of the transfer window. And I think if they bring in Harry Kane, they'll win the league. If they don't bring in Harry Kane and Chelsea confirm the transfer of Lukaku, it's going to be a very tight. But I have confidence in Pep Guardiola to find a way because he always finds a way. So my prediction for the winner is Manchester City again to win it 4 times in 5 years. Wow, 4 times in 5 years Premier League, and Chelsea to come a close second. Once again, I don't think this is one of those 100 point, 98, 95 point seasons. And no, it's not going to be. I feel this might be another 88, 86. I think they are going to fight till the very end. But I think Pep Guardiola and Manchester City would just about win the league. But if they bring in Harry Kane, I might go for a bit more. Yeah, if they bring in Harry Kane, I might go for a bit more. And then for the other leagues, I'm going to quickly go through most of Europe. For La Liga, I'm going to go for Atletico Madrid again, and with Real Madrid in second, and a Messi-less Barcelona in third, and Villarreal for fourth. Actually, in the French league, Jesus, it's going to be a pounding. Messi's going to score 58 goals at this point. Maybe not 58 goals, maybe 26 goals and 18 assists, something like that. But yeah, it's going to be Paris Saint-Germain again. It's just Paris Saint-Germain. I think Lille maybe for second this season, then Monaco, and I think I see Marseille coming up to fourth, and Lyon dropping up to fifth. And then for the Bundesliga, it's gonna be Bayern again. It's not even funny. It's just gonna be Bayern again and Dortmund. Then you know what? Yeah, Dortmund for second, Leipzig for third, and Leverkusen for fourth. In Serie A, it's going to be Juventus. It's Inter Milan just ruined everything. It's gonna be Juventus, Milan, Atlanta, and then maybe Inter just squeeze through because they're losing way too much talent. Yeah, so those are my predictions for the league this season. When the groups are out for Champions League, I'm going to do a group stage prediction that I'm going to so regret. But until then, so you guys tell me what you think about my predictions and where I got it horribly wrong in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time.